Alright, so let's get into it. Like it says, a warning to Master P, respectfully. Sometimes when you think you're winning, you're actually losing. And sometimes when you think you're losing, you're actually winning.
So my question is to Romeo. Like, if you've been in the business for long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man, and if you've been around me, watching me hustle and do my thing, why you not where you want to be at? Because that means you're not listening. That means you want to do your own thing. You done brought your own circle of people.
Come on, P, you bugging on this one. Blue Romeo wasn't sitting around just watching you do your own thing. He was right there in the trenches with you, going hard body. Everything you was doing, he was right there with you. I mean, come on, yo. These are receipts right here. You can't deny this. Since he was knee high, you had him out there working. Other kids playing, having fun, doing whatever. You had him doing shows, going to features in the studio. Come on, man, you can't rob that youngin' of that. You can't. Sometimes as parents, we need to be reminded of what we got, what our blessings are. So, you know, maybe that's what it is. You was so busy in the trenches with him that you couldn't see him for who he really is or what he was turning out to be. So, yeah, you already know this information plus a whole lot more that I'm about to put out about what this youngin' accomplished. But it's just something to remind you of who your son is, and something to be proud of, not getting on his social media and tearing him down. Like he say right here, I love you so much that I followed you blindly for 30 years, my dude, 30 years. Romeo began releasing his albums independently at the age of 10 years old. He made appearances in films like Romeo, a film named Honey, and Medea's Witness Protection. He launched a clothing line named College Boys, and in 2001 he released his first album called Little Romeo. In 2002, he released his second album called Game Time. It placed number 33 on the Billboard charts. In 2003, he began acting and was in films like Max Keeble's Big Movie, and in 2003, movie Honey, where he starred alongside Jessica Alba. In 2004, he did a few television shows and also released the album titled Romeo Land. He also was doing the television show for Nickelodeon named Romeo. He collaborated with his brother Valentino Miller and his cousins and formed the group Rich Boys and released the album Young Ballers. The Hood Been Good to Us. In 2006, he released another album called Greatest Hits as a tribute to retiring the name Lil Romeo and using the name Romeo instead. He released two more albums. One was called Lottery and the other was called God's Gift. The album God's Gift was featured in a movie that he starred in called God's Gift. In 2007, him and his father released the album called Hip Hop History, which was a huge hit, selling over 34,000 copies in the first week. In 2011, he released the album I Am No Limit along with his father and Uncle Silk the Shocker. He went on tour calling it the No Limit Forever International Tour. His album My Baby reached the #1 spot in the R&B rap single category. The album the song was featured on sold 200,000 copies in the first week.
And then when they grow older, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people could go back and look, you've been shining for a long time, son. And then when they grow older, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people could go back and look, you've been shining for a long time, son.
Most of his shine was in that P. Miller gear, which was your family label brand. But the question is, if Master P paid for all of Romeo's shine like normal rich dads do, then where did all of Romeo's earned income go to? And if Romeo paid for his own shine, then he wasn't wrong for saying you never did nothing for him. Why you trying to go to war with the youngin' just because he trying to be a man and stand on his own?
I'm just not helping ungrateful people. I'm not an ATM machine. People can't just say they love me when I give them something.
Cut it out. You can't empty your son ATM, then when he comes to you needing money, you act like he's needy and irresponsible when you're the one who put him in that predicament. Only poor men complain about giving money to their kids. Guess he was telling the truth. Seems this is the reason he's doing his own thing. Your way left the young and broke, and according to him, you as well.
And if I'm wrong, forgive me. I'm apologizing to you if I'm wrong.
So now he out there doing it his way. Your way didn't work, so now he doing it his way. Let him live, man. Let him live and stop trying to tear the youngin' down. That's the future. Let him grow. You had your chance. You got on this man's platform and let foolish pride take over and trash your son's accomplishments. Do you know how many parents wish their child had just half of the talent your son gave to the world? It's been you and him against the world for almost 30 years or over 30 years. I think it's just hard for you to let him go. Let him be his own man. It's like that's your companion. You know, y'all been doing it so long together. I think you don't know how to do it without him, P. Let him live, let him live.
Yeah.